morning, the first Saturday of March, and I think I've got the wrong screen up, so let's get the right screen, hopefully. There we go. We've got it. Well, folks, today is March 5th, I guess. Oh, my gosh, March is already creeping by very quickly. We're going to go into March Radness. I know that Sandy Cohen sent out a few emails, and I saw March Madness. I think she's just mad about March. Anyway, March Radness, and this is a limited time promotion that Zango's putting on, and we'll share in just a moment about what that promotion is. Some of you already know it, but this is a part of things that are happening at Zango, and they're doing a great job of communicating to all the distributors, all the new things that are coming out. I talked about Dr. Templeman being on the Monday, Maximize Monday call that happens. Tuesday night is John and Gina Jurowitz. They have a testimony call. And so there's just a lot of great things going on during the week. You can check all of those out at xuevents.com, xuevents.com, and keep track of that. I look at that a few times a week, and there's always new things popping up down there. So that's a good way to keep plugged in and hear what's going on in the Zango Nation. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us. I sure appreciate it this morning, and we're going to go ahead and talk about March Radness. Some of you heard this last week, but we're going to go over it one more time today because this is very important to get people started off right. This is for new people that you bring in as distributors. If you help them become a 1K in the 1 month, if you signed them up today, though, you'd still have through the end of April to have them become a 1K, and they could earn an extra $100 during that time. So just be aware of that. Bring your people in. Get them to 1K as quickly as possible. I know a lot of people, from what Kelly said this morning on the Get Amped call, a lot of people came in February, and they're letting those people be a part of this. And they've already gone 1K. They didn't even realize it hardly, and they're going to be getting an extra $100 on their check. So the next slide is about 5Ks becoming 5Ks. And understand, folks, this is a rank advancement bonus that we haven't had available before. So they are working at this and trying it out for about 90 days. Now this is actually going to run through the end of May. So you have a few months to really help people get to 1K, get to 5K. So if someone signs up in May of this year, they still have till August 31st to achieve 5K. And of course, then they're going to get another $250. So this is some great early on with 1Ks and 5Ks. And of course, we have our normal rank advancement that starts at 20K through Premier and 100K, 200K, and 500K. I'm still shocked. People, if you can reach those higher ranks, if you know, as you reach them, could be worth up to $180,000 in rank advancement bonuses. So, you know, you have to start somewhere, and 1K is a great place to start. And we're giving rank advancement bonuses for 1Ks and 5Ks. So what is the promotion for this month? You know, I had Kali posted on the XU events, Ageless Reflections. Now, I'll tell you what, and I'm maybe going to have people write in the chat box and you know, maybe share some things. Keep it short, though. Remember, you got to keep it short, or you can't see the different comments that people make. But maybe you just want to start writing some of the ageless things that you've seen in your own life. I'm going to go ahead and share one. You know, my father gave me a turkey neck. Now, you can imagine that any way you want. Go ahead. And you know, but I'll tell you what, the skin on my neck is a lot less. And I was taking it at night, and I'll tell you what, I sleep really, really well. I almost sleep too well. I don't have any problem sleeping or dreaming, but I hear a lot of people dream really well with the Ageless and have great rest. And in just a moment, we're going to turn this around and have Dr. Vaughn Johnson share it with us if I can get this actually working correctly. Okay, let me pull this slide over and see if I can get this out here. See if it changes on the screen, hopefully. Hey, it did. That's awesome. This technology is great. Well, I'm going to have Dr. Vaughn Johnson, he shared on the WWT on Thursday. Maybe some of you were on it, but if you weren't, you get to listen to it for the first time. I noticed that the recording is not up yet, so you will be able to hear it right now. So hopefully this will work out well, and you'll be able to hear it in just a moment as soon as I bring it up here on the recording. And we'll get this playing, okay? If you don't hear it properly, somebody do it in the chat box, and I'll try to correct it, okay?
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. And quickly, just want to talk about a couple things, especially about the new Ageless flavor. I had an opportunity myself to try it, and I agree with the others that it is very good. And the thing that I love as a physician is they've enhanced the flavor without changing any of the ingredients. So the product is the exact same as it was before. All the phytonutrients and other types of ingredients that they put into the Zalo Ageless before is still there, but they just enhanced the flavor, but yet they didn't increase the sugar content. So to me, that's very important because nowadays most of us need to reduce the amount of sugar that we're being exposed to. The other thing you have to remember about Zalo Ageless is that what a phenomenal product that you can take an all-natural supplement that has a very unique blend of nutrients and phytonutrients from all over this world and bring it into one product and one that again tastes good, but is easy to take because it's in a powdered form that you can just add to your water and consume that at night. And I kind of prefer, Dwayne mentioned he takes it 3 times a day, and that to me is phenomenal. Most people are probably going to consume it once a day. If you're going to consume that once a day, in my opinion, ideally, you want to do that in the evening before you're going to go to bed. It doesn't have to be right before bed. And the reason why is because then you're giving your body all the nutrients it needs to repair from the damage of the day that we did to it, being exposed to things to our environment and things that we've eaten. And so by consuming Zalo Ageless nightly, you're going to manage the aging process. We can't reverse it. We don't like the term anti-aging because there's no anti-aging. We're all going to age, unfortunately. We want to manage that aging process, and by doing that, it's extremely important that we consume high-quality supplements, and that's exactly what we're talking about tonight with both Zalo Ageless, and then as you guys know, anytime you add Zango juice on a nightly basis with your Ageless, you're enhancing the benefits that you'll get from that because you're addressing all of the potential causes of the aging process. We don't have any in the field of medicine drugs that will do that. I cannot make a prescription to one person to say, okay, here, take this medicine and it will address all of the causes of the aging process, but I do have a supplement, and that's the Zalo Ageless. And if you combine that with Zango juice, you're addressing inflammation, which is huge, and you're loading your body with antioxidants, which again is a very important thing to do. And doing it at night, brilliant, because not only will you sleep better, but you're helping your body repair. You're giving your body all those nutrients that helps the body fix things that were done the night before, and that's going to slow the aging. It's damage that we do to ourselves that accelerates the aging process, okay? So all the nutrients in Zalo Ageless, phenomenal, and in Zango juice itself, that's a nice 1-2 punch to slow and try your best to manage the aging process. Now, here recently, corporate did a survey, and you guys will see this on a slide tomorrow, correct, John?
Correct.
So, and even on our videos that we just recently did, we talked about this survey because it's really exciting. They took 262 people that responded to this survey and that have been consuming these products for just 1 month, and it asked them several questions, and this is what people responded. The highest thing that people saw was an enhancement of the quality of their sleep. That's tremendous because most of us nowadays are sleep deprived. We're not getting enough sleep, and when you don't get enough sleep, that doesn't allow the body to repair at night, so you've got to get enough sleep. So 75% of the people responding noticed an increase in the quality of their sleep, and that's just by consuming a natural product. So this product is not sedating. As Dwayne mentioned earlier, he takes that 3 times a day, so that's not going to make him tired during the day. But what it does is it creates an environment inside the brain that allows you to drift into the deeper stages of sleep, so it enhances the quality of sleep. But again, as I mentioned, it's not going to sedate you. 71% of the people, so almost 3/4 of the people, noticed an increase in energy. Others noticed just a kind of a general sense of well-being, or what we call an outlook on life. They felt like they could handle stress better. They felt like they saw an improvement in the appearance of the skin, which is very true because we all know there's a phytonutrient from the lychee that's in this product that very much can help skin and increase circulation to the skin, which is important to address because our skin takes a beating in our environment nowadays, and that will accelerate the aging process of not only our bodies but our skin. So anytime you see an improvement in skin, that's a definite bonus. They saw an enhancement in their immune function, so they felt like they weren't getting sick as often. Again, a tremendous benefit that you can achieve by consuming Zalo Ageless as well as the Zango juice on a daily basis, and as I mentioned, preferably at night. Memory function improvement, muscle strength. They noticed that they had reduced pain in joints and in muscles, as well as even enhancement in sexual desire, which we jokingly say that would be the focus of this call if Dr. Templeman was here, but we're not going to get into that because we'll leave that up to Dr. Templeman. But there are nutrients in the Zalo Ageless that very much create an environment that helps you balance your hormones. It doesn't give you hormones. It helps you achieve hormonal balance, which is another important part of the aging process. Anytime you can do that, you're going to manage the aging process much more readily and in a favorable way, and you're going to not only feel better, but you'll actually live better, and when you live better, you're going to look better, and that to me is always a bonus for all of us. Several of the people wrote in on this survey that they did in consuming the Zalo Ageless product and the Zango juice itself, that they experienced weight loss. And again, this can happen because you are putting nutrients into your body that create balance, and anytime you can lose weight, or create a nicer environment inside your body, weight loss will be a side effect of that, which is always a benefit to everybody. A lot of people noticed hair improvements, and not only with the growth of hair, but they felt like their hair felt healthier. They weren't losing as much hair. We're going to ask Dave Webb to comment on that, but he's not here. But we actually had a question about that.
Yes.
And someone asked us, is Ageless our best product to combat hair loss? And the big answer to that is actually yes. With the nutrients and the phytonutrients that are contained within Zalo Ageless, it very much can create an environment to slow the hair loss that can occur as we age and as we say, get wiser. So in my opinion, yes. Can Zango juice help? Yes, but the question is, what is our best product? And that would be Zalo Ageless. Okay.
That's great.
People noticed a reduction in joint pain, as we mentioned earlier, so arthritis improvement. They noticed that they had more vivid dreams. That means you're getting into the better stages of sleep, which is a more restful sleep. You're going to wake up and feel more invigorated and have more energy throughout the remainder of the day. They also noticed that, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, skin improvement and a reduction in skin spots, or what some people call aging spots. Again, this is coming from, nutrients that are contained within the Ageless product that very much have been shown to help aid the skin in circulation and to repair repair itself. And then also people notice a reduction in vein, those little superficial blood vessels, visibility. So that what they're doing is you're not really getting your veins to disappear. You're enhancing the health of the skin, and so the skin's not as transparent. And so then therefore, you will notice a reduction in the visibility of your blood vessels, which is always nice. It just gives you a more youthful look. Okay? So again, Zalo Ageless, phenomenal product. In fact, now that they've enhanced the taste, tremendous. I've had several people ask me in the past, can you mix some of the Pro line with Zalo Ageless? So can you throw in Ignite? Can you throw in Reload? And I think that's a great idea. Whether you want to consume them all together or consume them separate, that's up to you. But that's a nice little cocktail at night to combine Ignite, which helps enhance your nitric oxide, which is a process in the body that it aids you in getting the blood and oxygen to all the different organs, specifically the brain and the heart, which is tremendous. And then Reload helps you maintain proper hydration while you're sleeping, and that to me is tremendous. And so you combine all those, and yeah, you've got yourself quite an age management supplement in the world of Zalo Ageless, Zalo Juice, Ignite, Reload.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Don't try Limitless before bedtime. Might not be as restless or restful sleep. It'll be more restless, but still, people know that. Now, we also had another question. We have time for this?
Okay.
Okay. This is always a question that we get. Now, is Ageless safe for pregnant moms? Okay, if we take the corporate response, okay, it's never been studied, so we don't know. So we really can't comment and say 100% for sure that, hey, we've done several studies on women that have been pregnant, and this has been shown to be very safe. We don't have that information, unfortunately. Okay, now let me take off my corporate hat and put on my medical doctor hat. The bottom line is yes. There's nothing in this that's going to harm a pregnant woman or a baby or a fetus by any means. They're all natural nutrients. We just don't have any studies that confirm that. I'm just talking to you purely from my opinion as a physician that, yes, if a pregnant woman wanted to consume this, she'd be perfectly fine to consume it. But again, we don't have that type of information, so you can't say 100% for sure that, yeah, this is safe. So hopefully that answers your question.
That's a great answer. Great answer. So, okay, great. Thank you for the information, Dr. Johnson, and thank you, John and Gina, and thanks Dwayne for their testimonies. And this, take advantage of this Zalo cell, the Ageless cell that we have going on for this month. I mean, it is a phenomenal.
All right, I apologize that the sound wasn't that great on that particular recording. I hope that you could at least hear some of that clear enough to know that it's a good presentation. Now I'm going to let you know where another recording is. The other recording is at the Zango Power of 3. It's a little bit different than this recording. And then the PowerPoint or the PDF pictures that I'm sharing are there also. So let me click through, and we've got some standout testimonials that were shared on this PDF, and I'm just clicking through it just like it's a PowerPoint presentation. So this is something that you could share with people or share at a meeting. And then the last one is approved testimonials for sharing. And Dr. Johnson didn't really talk about this, but just be aware, folks, we want to talk about in first person. I love the Zalo Ageless. I've seen this, or I've felt this. Not, well, I heard about this person that, did this. One of the things I'd like to do, and I asked for it a few minutes ago, let me see if I know somebody had written in about sleep, better quality of sleep. Thank you for sharing that. How about some other things maybe that people want to type in, things you've seen? And who's tried the new flavor, brand new flavor? Anybody has tried the brand new, I believe they called it black cherry. Some people called it little different tasted things. It is delicious. Okay. How about anybody else? Anybody else seeing things from the Ageless? Flavor is wonderful. Thought it was loganberry. I don't know if I've had much loganberry ever in my life, so might have to try some of that. Anybody else want to share? I've lost the connection. Okay, please dial back in if you've lost the connection. Anybody else want to share some of the benefits they've seen while we're still going on this route? Balanced hormones. Sleep like a teenager. That's a good one. Who likes, let me ask another question, because I said at the beginning of this call that I generally took it at night. Now I listen to a couple other people mix it with Ignite and Limitless and Reload, so I'm taking that in the morning, and I'm not getting knocked out. Normally, if I took it at night, about 15-20 minutes later by itself, I would be getting very sleepy and ready to go to bed. Now I love it. I take it during the morning, and taking the Ignite, well, I'm just a big mixer. I love to mix the stuff up. So I'm mixing the Limitless, Ignite, Reload, and Ageless together in the morning. And somebody said boiling point. Yeah, you sort of get a boiling point. You get that warm feeling all over your body. I sort of like that. Makes me feel like the blood's moving. Ageless and Reload at night. It's nice just under, we got some other things coming in here. Ageless and Juice turning my hair darker. Thank you. Appreciate you sharing that. Okay, they're coming in here, folks. Take half Ageless and one Eris in the morning, night the other half. Okay. Thanks. They just keep coming in. Reduced joint pain, skin softness, achy legs disappeared. One marine collagen with it too. Well, that's a good mix, of course. Eris, marine collagen, and Ageless together. Anybody else? Let's see what we've got in the muscle regeneration in less than 3 months. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else want to? Okay, somebody added bone health with it too. We got a lot of things we can mix up together and get great results with. You know, this is what shows when we, find other people dealing with other health issues. We can say, I've heard, but be careful. Just, say it gently and lightly. Don't say, hey, they for sure got results in that area. Just say, I've heard, okay? Why don't you give it a try and see what results you have. Ignite, Limitless, Ageless in the morning, okay, and Faveo. Okay, great. Anybody else before we move on here? Want to share how they're mixing it up or what they like to do with it or some of the benefits they've seen? Let's see, do I have any more questions? I don't think so. Awesome. You know, somebody asked, is 6 to 8 ounces of water enough to handle absorption of several packages together? I do it with 8. That's just me. Some people like to drink it a little slower. I tend to be one of those people that chug stuff, so that's me. Skin softer. I think people look younger than okay, can't see the whole post there. Was a recording on the website of Dr. Johnson. He has a different recording posted there. It's a video. I was hoping that the other recording would be up. I would have played it from Zango Power of 3, but it is not up yet. ZangoPowerOf3.com. Thank you, Marilyn, for typing that in there. And look under, there's a couple different tabs. I don't have that up right now, but there is a few different tabs that are there. And so let me go back to my other slides here and get them up. Okay, we're going to resume that sharing. So this is the promotion for March. You know, we're doing these things 1 month at a time, and you know, you can sort of focus on and have a great story to tell new each month. You know, the first month it was the Tasters Duo, great special. They still have that going on, by the way. If you want to put that on ADP, you can get it for that fabulous price of $235. That includes free shipping and handling. If you go off of it, though, they're not going to keep it on there. So call up customer service, say, hey, I'd love to get the Tasters Duo on my ADP order each month at $235 plus free shipping and handling. Will you put that there? And you'll continue to get it at that fabulous price. And then, of course, last month was the Eris. Fabulous buys and savings on each one of those products. And I love the marine collagen. Take it every day. So I know we've done a call and talked about all the different benefits people have seen on that. So what's the special for this month still? It is the Ageless. And if you haven't seen this before, 2 Ageless, the new flavor, not the old stuff, but the new flavor, water bottle and 15 Ageless brochures for $1.99. Now, if I remember correctly, folks, this one box of Ageless was $125, $130 right in there. So this is a great offer for 2 boxes, and it includes free shipping and handling, and a total savings of over $75. So that's a great spotlight product for this month of March. And so let's see if we can improve our, you know what, and if you got new people, remember you're getting trip points off of those new people or new customers. And if you want to get, here's a little tip, folks, if you want to get 25 points, maybe tack on something on top of that and tip it over that 200, that 150 volume point. Maybe throw on an Elevive or a 365, should be back in this week. I know a lot of people are out of that and love that product, so tip it over that 200 and gain that 25 trip points instead of just 10. So that's a fabulous deal there that you can grab some better trip points for it too. So let's go on to the next slide. Okay, they did announce again a possible summer regionals. It'll be like a super XBA where they'll have the launching of new products probably. And it looks like it's going to be either that first or second weekend. I know last week that Sandy, when she was on, she the possibility of May 27th and 28th was bigger, but a lot of people are looking at June 3rd or 4th, or possibly the next weekend, which I believe is the 10th, 11th. So if you wrote that down, move it over to the first or second week in June. There's no place that you can go sign up for it at this point. The tickets, I did hear a price of like $59 per ticket for a 2-day event. That'll be awesome. And so be on the lookout for that, and we'll try to keep up with that and announce the actual date as soon as it's brought out to us, okay? So one more thing I want to go to is Find Yourself in Paradise. I know Sandy shared about this a little bit last week on the XU Worldwide Training. I want to just touch on it again, and here's the reason why, folks. You really need to do this as a blitz. I know Margaret Bertram, I hope I'm saying that right, shared this morning. I think she's out of Tucson, and her team, they're doing a 90-day blitz right now. And I know that part of it is focused on earning trip points for the next trip. This is an awesome promotion that we can build towards each and every 6 months. And this is going till the end of June, so we've still got almost 4 months to work at it and build toward it. And I'll tell you what, Carol and I had a wonderful, wonderful time down there, and we want to go back. So we're working at it. We're doing a 90-day blitz also coming up. Well, we're laying in the foundation for March, and then April, May, June, we'll be doing a 90-day blitz with people to make sure they get all their trip points accumulated, and so that they can get there to that trip. And then what do? We repeat. You know, it's just like that 8 core steps that we talk about. At the end of it, what do? We repeat, and we invite people to join us. I have just started with one of my groups down in Mexico. Hey, why don't you focus, you know, they have Juice and they have Ignite. They don't have the whole pro line down there. And it's not that they don't promote the products, folks, but during some of their approaches, I'm having them approach with, how would you like to go on a trip that you know, our company pays for, all inclusive to the Mexican Riviera? And that piques a lot of people's interest. And so they're approaching people with that trip, and then they're talking about, well, come do it. You know, if you're serious about wanting to win the trip, you have to do work. If you're serious about doing the work and going on the Mexican Riviera, the now Sapphire Resort, if you're really focused on that, if you're really committed to that, then come to our meeting and hear about the rest of the story. You know, so they're focusing on the trip, and then they get them coming to a meeting and they share the rest of the story. And a lot of these people are young people, and they love the Ignite down there. So that's one of the directions that we're working with one of the groups down there. So you have to be creative. Each area, you know, each person, each area needs a little bit different creativity. So, folks, this is our time. This is your time. The time is now to build this. Not, you know, after. No, please don't say to yourself, well, I don't have enough people. I don't know enough people. This is about going out and talking to a few people each day, and then, you know, having your upline or your upline mentor, you know, get on the phone with you and do 3 ways. Do the follow-up. Extremely important, folks, that you do that. Honestly, don't try to do this just on your own. Use your upline. I do, and so I encourage you to do that. And so with that, we're going to wrap up this morning. We look forward to seeing you on next Saturday's XU training. Not sure who will be on, either Collie or Sandy will be on. Collie just got back from Colombia, and so she's resting up this weekend. I know she's got a afternoon meeting at corporate here locally with a Spanish group that's beginning to develop here locally, and one of our elite reps that speaks Spanish is going to be there translating for her. And so things are happening all over the country, even here in Utah, believe it or not. So keep growing your business. Let us help you. Be on the phone, follow up, and we'll look forward to seeing you and talking to you soon. XBA happening, looking forward to people coming in. We have a full house of people that are going to that. Hope you're getting to the next one. There's meetings in Southern California, Ontario, later on this month. I believe that's the 26th of March. So if you're in that area, make sure you get to it. All right, I'm going to finally sign off here and thank everyone for joining us. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy your weekend and be blessed. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.